For a true sense of escape, the Gullibo Nature Camp by Jungle Lodges and Resorts of Government of Karnataka, lying deep in the deciduous forest near River Kaveri, is a good bet away from city civilization. The camp offers plenty of amazing wildlife experience. Bird watchers won't leave disappointed either, with over 200 species of birds thronging here. The property offers adventurous activities like coracle ride, nature walk, trekking, bird watching, cycling, and rafting. Meal times at Golghar here come with a huge serving of scenery. Evenings with a barbecue by the riverside and the bonfire are bonding sessions with other guests. But if it's quiet that you desire, you can choose to converse with the stars reclined on a long chair or stretched out on a hammock. At Galibor, the agenda is quite simple. Revel in the quiet of nature and return recharged. The best time to visit is between August and Feb, when the monsoons have graced the camp, the river flows thick, making the forest look rich and green. Bahubali, a much revered figure among Jains, is said to have meditated motionless for a year in a standing posture, and that during this time climbing plants grew around his legs. After his year of meditation, Bahubali is said to have attained omniscience. Bahubali's other names are Kamateshwara or Gomateshwara. The 57-foot monolith statue built by the Ganga dynasty minister Chavanadarya is situated on Vindhyagiri Hills in Shravanabelagola in the Hassan district of Karnataka. It was built around 981 AD. The statue can be viewed from a distance of about 30 kilometers. Located at a distance of 144 kilometers from Bangalore, the temple opens its gates at 6 a.m. and closes at 6:30 p.m. You have to walk 600 to 700 steps barefoot up to the temple. You may want to carry your socks here and try going to the temple in good weather. Manchana Bele Dam, built over the Arkavati River, is sought after by travelers, adventurers, families, and friends due to the incredible natural beauty that it offers. The mighty reservoir has led to the formation of a beautiful lake. Currently, the dam is cordoned off for the public because of a few incidents. However, the whole expanse of the lake and the reservoir can be seen from a distance, and you can catch a stunning sunset here. Perfect place for a picnic, the area is covered with thick green trees that go on for miles, providing fresh air. Best time to visit would be between October and March. The Doda Alada Mara is a giant 400-year-old banyan tree located in the Bangalore urban district of Karnataka. The single plant covers 3 acres and is one of the largest of its kind. Some years back, the main root of the tree succumbed to natural disease, hence the tree now looks like many different trees. At a distance of 130 km from Bangalore, located on River Kaveri, Shivana Samudra is a famous waterfall situated in Mandya district of Karnataka state. This is one of the best waterfalls near Bangalore and also among popular one-day trips. These waterfalls are also known as Shiva Samudram, literally meaning Shiva's sea. It is a segmented waterfall with several parallel streams formed adjacent to each other. One is Gaganachukki and the other is Bharachukki. At a distance of 32 kilometers from Shivana Samudram, Talakkar is a historical destination which was once a famous pilgrimage site. Situated on the banks of Kaveri River, Talakkar is a beautiful place surrounded by temples. It has over 30 temples, most of them buried in the sand today. Some of these temples have been excavated and are open to the public. There are 5 temples dedicated to Lord Shiva: Pataleshwara, Maruleshwara, Arkeshwara, Vedishwara and Mallikarjuneshwara temples. The Kirti Narayana temple, dedicated to Lord Vishnu, is a beautiful site with wonderful carvings. Talakkar was once ruled by several dynasties: Gangas, Hoysalas, Rashtrakutas and Vijayanagaras. The temples of Talakkar have mixed architectural styles of these dynasties. Talakkaru is also known for Curse of Talakkar by Alamaya Lamma of the Wadia dynasty of Mysore. India's first modern Gurukul, residential school, Nrityagram, is a one-of-a-kind community where dance is a way of life. It is for Indian classical dance forms Odissi, Mohiniyattam, Kathak, Bharatnatyam, Kuchipuri, Kathakali and Manipuri, and an intentional community in the form of a dance village set up by Odissi dancer Pratima Gauri in 1990. Designed by famous Indian architect Jared Dikkona, the community is situated near Hesaraghatta Lake, 30 kilometers from Bengaluru. Today, the Nrityagram Dance Ensemble has performed across India and in many countries abroad. Bhimeshwari Adventure and Nature Camp by Jungle Lodges and Resorts of Government of Karnataka is like a hymn to the majestic river Kaveri. A wonderful mix of delightful nature and wild adventure, this camp is close enough for easy access and far enough to cut yourself off from the everyday humdrum. A range of adventurous activities from zipline, rope walking, kayaking, bird watching are worth trying. Wildlife that can be spotted in these parts include elephants, deer, crocodiles, turtles, snakes, and about 200 bird species. The best time to visit is just after the monsoons between August and Feb, when the river is alive and forest is thick. An exhilarating experience in the wilderness will sum up your emotions by this weekend getaway to the rocky waterland, Bhimeshwari. The dusty roads and the no network zone won't deter one from exploring this vast landscape that lies on the banks of the river Kaveri. Lipakshi in Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh is approximately 120 kilometers north of Bangalore. Lipakshi is culturally and archaeologically significant as it is the location of shrines dedicated to Shiva, Vishnu and Veerabhadra, which were built during the Vijayanagara kings period. The temples are the location of mural paintings of the Vijayanagara kings and Telugu inscriptions. Near the temple complex is a large granite Nandi bull. According to the Valmiki Ramayana, it is believed that this was the place where Ram had met the dying Jatayu and had helped him achieve salvation by uttering the words Le Pakshi or rise O bird in Telugu. This is how the place got its name. The main attraction here is the Veerabhadra temple dedicated to the fearsome form of Shiva. The temple is enclosed by two walls and can be divided in three sections: the Natya Mandapa, the dance pavilion, the Ardha Mandapa, the foyer, and the Kalyana Mandapa, the wedding hall. Nandi Hills or Nandidurg in the Chikkabalapur district of Karnataka is an ancient hill fortress built by the Ganga dynasty and later enlarged by Tipu Sultan in southern India. This was once his summer retreat. In traditional belief, the hills are the origin of many rivers. It's also said that the name of Nandi Hills originated from the resemblance of the hill to a sleeping bull. People like to visit Nandi Hills mainly to view the beauty of the stunning sunrise above the clouds in the early morning. It's a good place for hiking. It gets quite crowded on weekends and it's a popular picnic spot. A cliff at an altitude of 600 meters, Tipu's Drop is the ideal spot for a panoramic view of the city. Nandi Hills also has Nehru Nilaya, a beautiful 150-year-old colonial house. Earlier it was the summer retreat of the Commissioner of Mysore, Sir Mark Cubbon. Nandi Hills houses not one but three temples in total, each one dedicated to Arunachaleshwar, Uma Maheshwar and Bhoga Nandishwar. These three forms of Shiva represent his youth, marriage and renunciation. The Bannerghatta Nature Camp by Jungle Lodges and Resorts Government of Karnataka, nestled in the outskirts of bustling Bangalore city, lies in 25,000 acres of carefully preserved jungle. Very beautiful scenic resort with excellent tasty food and recreation activities like a guided morning nature walk, zoo visit and campfire. The Golghar in typical JLR style serves up a wonderful spread of both non-vegetarian and vegetarian delights. As the temperature drops, bird calls fill the silences, a cool, comforting breeze circles around us and the tents stand quiet, and mobile network sheds buzz rapidly, a sure sign of having left Bangalore far behind for a forest weekend. Srirangapatna is a historic, religious and a cultural hub situated on the Bangalore-Mysore highway surrounded by Kaveri River, forming a small river island. The erstwhile capital of Mysore during the reign of Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan, Srirangapatna houses a plethora of tourist attractions including a fort, Darya Daulat Bagh, the Summer Palace, Jamia Masjid built by Tipu Sultan, Gumbaz, Mausoleum of Tipu Sultan and many famous temples including the 9th century Ranganatha Swami temple dedicated to Lord Ranganatha, an incarnation of Vishnu. The famous Battle of Srirangapatnam in 1799 took place on these very grounds, where Tipu Sultan was killed during the battle against the combined army of the British and the Nizam of Hyderabad. The place where he took his last breath is marked by a memorial. Obviously, one can't miss the chance of visiting the majestic, beautiful palace and gorgeous Brindavan gardens of Mysore.